With everything we been through, that should've kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You plant the seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain,
I spoke with Mr. EDC, probably like a month or two ago. But I would love to be here forever. I love Baltimore. I love the whole organization. I love everybody in the building. But hopefully we'll be making something happen pretty soon or whenever.
Or does he? Can we trust Lamar with giving him $40 million a year? Can we give him a Patrick Mahomes type contract and actually believe he's going to be able to get us to the Super Bowl and win one or a couple in the next 4 to 5 years? Is Lamar Jackson the quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens' future? Does Lamar Jackson even want to stay in Baltimore? He said he wanted to be a Baltimore Raven forever, but we done all heard that before. We done heard that from players for other teams, and then as soon as they see a contract offer from somebody else with a lot more zeros at the end, they sign somewhere else. So that Baltimore Ravens forever stuff sound good right up until them contract negotiations ain't looking right. The question is he worth the money that the Chiefs gave Pat Mahomes, that the Texans gave Deshaun Watson, that the Cowboys gave Dak Prescott? Pat Mahomes making $45 a year, Dak Prescott making $40 million a year, and then a couple of guys fall behind them, Russell Wilsons and those guys, 38, 37, along those lines. Is he going to be making more than them? I mean, for a guy that broke the record for a quarterback to have 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons rushing, you would think he's in line for a top quarterback contract mixed with a running back contract. I really believe he's due $40 million a year. He's going to be in a 40-40 club. I don't see where they keep Lamar without giving him $40 million a year. 38, 39, he may be lenient. He's not going to have an agent, so that could be a benefit to the Ravens too. If they get to really trying to get those numbers down and incentives and bonuses and back ends and all that type of stuff that those agents really are good at working. Hopefully he studies all that in the midst of studying how to be a good quarterback throughout the season, so he gets a good contract. But I definitely believe he's worth the $40 million. He hasn't been injured, thank goodness. Don't want to jinx him. But he's very consistent. His passing numbers are going up. Like, as you see, the rushing, he's only getting better. His team is building around him. They're building a better team around him. So for the simple fact of saying, is he worth the money? The Baltimore Ravens have put themselves in a position to where as though they have to give him the money. I heard Bucky Brooks talking about Justin Fields, but man, they built that team for Lamar Jackson. They even basing the defense off of Lamar Jackson. They've really lost their top 2 pass rushers, went out and drafted 1 pass rusher, and really just feel as though as long as we hold serve on the back end with our top cornerbacks and safeties, our defense should be good enough to hold teams low enough to where as though Lamar gonna always put up, what is their offense always in like the top 5 in scoring since he's been the starting quarterback. So they're basically relying on that. They're relying on his ability to carry that offense and carry that team to the playoffs and hopefully a championship soon. So the 40-40 club, he's definitely going to be there soon. So they better give him his money and not wait until the end to where the numbers go up to where he may be pushing 50 a year. Because it's this year, then they already picked up his 5th year option for the year after this. So that's 2 years from now. That's 2 years from, so it could easily be $50 million a year for Lamar Jackson. So if they're smart about it, Eric DeCosta, and they said they've been talking. So if they really going to make that move, they better make it sooner than later. Otherwise, they're going to be having to get that boy more paper. And I know they don't want to do that. So I got a feeling that contract going to get done sometime this year. If it boil over until next year, then that's when the sweepstakes start. Like, That's when you start hearing numbers go out the door. You may not know what the numbers may be. And if he tests free agency, I don't even want to think about it. But like I said, that's the discussion. If Lamar Jackson is worth that Patrick Mahomes money, or if he's asking for that type of money. But we know along those lines, he's going to have to get paid top dollar. This is B More Desi. We out.
With everything we been through, that shoulda kept us close. I could feel a change, but didn't wanna let you go. You planted seeds of hate and use your tears to help them grow. But for your pain